Hello, everyone. Thank you, Nathan.
I will be your live audience.
Oh, I appreciate that. Good evening and welcome back to BVTV Tonight. We are back from winter break and we are excited to bring you more episodes of BVTV Tonight throughout the semester. I know it's February. We probably should have already done one by now, but we're all human. Yeah, at least we have one. At least we have one.
We weren't thinking that we were going to get episode 2. I mean, the first one was kind of like a teaser or, you know.
But, you thought that was only a teaser? I put a lot of work into that episode,
we did put a lot of work in that, but it wasn't, we weren't thinking we were going to get this far.
It's only going to get better from here. I have no doubts about that. But in case you don't know, I'm Joshua Wolcott, and I'm joined by my co-host and my good friend over here, Nathan Johnson. So we already talked about it a little bit, but Nathan, how was your winter break, even though it is already February?
My winter break was awesome. You know, it's always awesome to be able to not have homework, not have to worry about the stress of college, and just be able to sleep. And that's pretty much my winter break. I just slept the whole time.
You know, you got to catch up on your sleep during break. Now,
that's true.
With a new semester comes new classes, new stressors, and most importantly, new opportunities. Now, whether I mean it's the opportunity to explore new things and get to know yourself as a person better, or the opportunity to find out that your roommate showers only once per semester, I don't know. And if that's the case, I don't really want to find out. But in other much more exciting news, during winter break, Nathan and I both celebrated our birthdays. And, well, maybe not over winter break. Just since the last episode, we both have turned 21. And I learned that I am exactly 13 days older than Nathan. So as his elder, that means that I'm wiser. And
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I have to disagree with
I'm pretty sure age directly correlates with how wise
I don't know if wiser is the words we should use for that.
Oh, come on. Well, with me being the wiser person here, it means that I'm able to pass down some of that wisdom. So, Nathan, when I was your age, 2 weeks ago, I was down in downtown Des Moines, actually, for the Iowa College Media Association Conference, where BVTV was able to bring home lots of great awards and acknowledgments and accomplishments, thanks to the fantastic crew that we have here, such as all of the crew that we have for this very production. And so, while we were there, I remembered something very important, and this is information I want to make sure that you know. Being in a hotel swimming pool with just your friends and no one else is absolutely core memory material. It was so very exciting. But we have some very exciting segments for you tonight. After this upcoming commercial break, before we get to the east side, we will be showing you the premiere of the trailer for our upcoming short film, The Aben Case, a found footage film that I directed and Nathan Johnson over here starred in. We will also be introducing you to a very special guest, so don't go anywhere. We will get right into it after this quick commercial break.
Good evening, and welcome to the first annual Digi Games presented by Storyteller Central. Competition is about underway, so let's throw it down to Carter in the weight room.
Thank you, Isaac. The atmosphere here is electric as the competitors are going head-to-head to find the superior Digi organization. Back to you.
I can just feel the energy from here, Carter. Let's take a look at what's about to go down. BVTV kicks it off with the stability test, a true endurance battle working those calves to the limit. KBVU takes on a new challenge in the vocal pull-ups, a true test of vocal strength. Rounding out the bunch, the TAC takes on a true forearm test building strength for all-night rides.
And the action is underway. Make sure to tune in next time to see who comes out on top. Back to you, Isaac.
Now that makes me Digi proud.
Oh, hey, Jaden.
How's it going, Steven?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
I'm just really hungry and really want to get to Lawas for lunch. But between all these recaps and other paperwork I have to do, I just don't know if I'm going to have time for it.
You usually get a steak burrito with everything, right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Looks like Buddy's watching one of his favorite sports teams. I thought so. Whoa, wait, where are you going? Buddy? Of course, he's at the BVU football game. Buddy, did you know you could be broadcasting the game through BVTV Sports? You and the team can broadcast professional sports productions, just like any big-name network does. Now, if that's not cool, I don't know what is. I guess that's pretty cool, too. BVTV, by Beavers, for Beavers.
Welcome back to BVTV Tonight. We've got a trailer to show you tonight of BVTV's latest short film. The Aben Case follows 4 students of Buena Vista University as they venture into a long-abandoned building on campus, hoping to find something interesting. As they begin to creep around the building, things start to take a bit of a turn for the worse. This short film was written in 1 month and filmed over the course of 3 days with 1 daytime shoot and 2 night shoots. Directed by myself, Joshua Wolcott, produced by my good friend Noah Callum, and starring Nathan Johnson, Alexa Waldhoff, Ben Sticka, and Ellie Phillips, I present to you The Aben Case.
Today, we are investigating Smith Hall. An eye wash station.
Oh!
Have you guys found any ghosts yet? I'm gonna take a nap, guys. You go explore.
Did it get dark out there? Are you okay?
Oh my god! Really? Really, you're gonna do this right now? This isn't funny anymore.
But this is your chance. You can be alone with her.
Go, 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 go!
But I'm done. I can't do this.
Ah!
Why are you still filming this?
I hope you enjoyed that trailer for The Aben Case, a film made entirely by students here at Buena Vista University. The Aben Case premieres in Anderson Auditorium on March 31st during a special event that we are holding with our upcoming artist in residence. BVTV doesn't make short films very often, and I don't think we've ever made a short film before. But to help me fact check that is our guest for tonight's episode. Jerry Johnson is BVTV's advisor, and he is giving me the death glare right now. And while I may be a bit of a cop-out guest for the show, we don't see him on TV very often around here. And Jerry is just the keeper of all knowledge for everything that comes to the studio and how our broadcasts work, and is also the biggest Disney fan that I know. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Jerry, how you doing today?
Good, how about you?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. You didn't seem like you were a very big fan when I said we don't make short films very often.
Well, no, I was not a big fan of that statement.
No?
We've made different short films over the years, and we've also made documentaries. We also make music videos and commercials and corporate videos, and you know, we may not make one every other month, but we do make good ones, like the one that's coming up here in March.
Well, I'm glad that you think it's at least okay.
Well, you know, I don't know how many times I've told you, use a tripod.
Well, so I mentioned our artist in residence that's coming up, but before we talk about that, because I do want that to kind of be the bulk of what we talk about today, I wanted to talk about the Aben Case since we just watched the trailer for it. So we are going to be submitting it into several film festivals, and we already have submitted it into several film festivals. So would you be willing to explain just some of the process of how that all works when a student presents an idea and makes a film and how they're able to enter film festivals with BVTV?
Okay, well, once they get the script written and the idea shared and we start seeing how the production is going and we feel that it has potential, we then start searching for different festivals that they can participate in. And we usually first look for the college level festivals. And so the ones that we've entered Aben Case in have 2 college divisions, which we'll start in. And if it does well, we'll continue to expand and try other different festivals. We also look at genres and see if we can adapt the entry to that. And then we basically have to put together the production packet. We have to put a teaser together, you know, like you just saw. And then we submit it to a company called Film Freeway, which is where everyone goes for any festival. Whether it's college or professional levels or whatever the case might be.
Okay, very cool. And you know, as it's said in the credits of that trailer, and as I kind of spoke about before, Mr. Nathan Johnson over here was our lead role in that. So he got to be able to see a little bit of, you know, how the film was made, considering he was on set. But if I remember correctly, Nathan, was it yesterday or today was actually the first time you've seen the trailer?
Actually, I saw it when the first trailer you made. But yes, today was actually the first day I saw that trailer. So it was a little bit different, but it was kind of the same.
Shortly after we made the film, I made sort of a rough cut trailer of kind of the general idea and the pacing and the music. It wasn't necessarily fine-tuned, but I did try to kind of gauge some reaction from some of our cast members. But yeah, that was the first time he had seen the final trailer. And I know when it comes to setting it up with Film Freeway and everything, Jerry can definitely attest that I bothered him relentlessly about it. Constantly just being like, hey, so about this thing with the Avon case.
Yeah, we entered it on Wednesday, and I think on Thursday you wanted to know if you won or not.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far personally, but you know, to each their own, I suppose. But moving on to our artist in residence, who's coming from Lucasfilm, right? Would you be willing to tell us a little bit about our artist in residence that's coming and kind of what they do there?
Sure. First of all, I'll get your autograph later. Okay. All right. Well, the Aben case is a part of the artist in residence experience, if you will. But we are going to have an artist in residence here at Buena Vista, and his name is Lucas Seastrom. He is a researcher, writer, historian. He writes for StarWars.com. He's also part of Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco. And he's going to come and work with our digital media students on a documentary that we're working on for the Cobblestone Ballroom and Inn. And while he's here, he's also going to be visiting different classes in the School of Liberal Arts. And also we are preparing for a big gala, which is on the 31st, which you alluded to. We also are working on interviews that we're going to be doing for the Cobblestone with him. We're going to go on a road trip, hopefully, with him up to Mason City to see the Bill Baird puppets, which are the ones that were designed for Sound of Music. So we're going to have our geek day and have a great time with that.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. We've made this joke so many times, and I'm sure so many people think the exact same thing as soon as they hear, like, oh, we have someone from Lucasfilm coming, and they're like, oh, who is it? I'm like, oh, well, his name is Lucas.
Yeah.
And so many people are like, do you mean like
no.
like the Lucas of Lucasfilm?
Yeah.
Is he related to George Lucas? And we're like, no, not necessarily. And I'm sure plenty of people will make that joke to his face while he's here. And I'm probably going to be one of them. And I will just be like, I know you probably get this all the time, but I just have to say it.
That's right. When I first met Lucas, Jim Korkus, great Disney historian, wonderful historian, he's written a lot of books. He got us in touch with each other. And when I was out in San Francisco during my stipend for the George Wythe Award, we were out there and I wanted to do some research for a documentary we were making, Growing Magic. And he goes, I have a person I think you need to meet. His name is Lucas at Lucasfilm. And I went, oh, he just stole Lucasfilm's name. You know, how's that work? But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Lucas is a humble, wonderful person. He really loves storytelling. He emphasizes a lot of writing, which he's going to share with our students. And he just has some great stories and great ideas. So I'm looking forward to having him here with our students.
Yeah, I've briefly heard some of the various Zoom meetings that you've had with him because I'm around all the time working on things, and so
playing with lightsabers.
Playing with lightsabers as I do because we do have a lightsaber now. Actually, fun fact. And so. Man, that lightsaber is so fun. We were playing with it earlier before the show, and I played with it for an hour straight before I got ready for the show.
I'm sitting there and I'm getting ready for a Zoom meeting, and I could care less because you and Austin, another student, was just having. It's like watching kids on Christmas morning. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like I couldn't help but laugh.
It's a cool lightsaber.
It was awesome.
It reacts to how you swing it. It reacts to hitting objects. It has a bunch of different sounds, and there's actually different stock lightsaber noises that it can make based on a different character's lightsaber. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And we're actually going to have that at that event on the 31st.
Yes, we are.
That is why we got it, or at least that's the reason we said that we got it.
Yeah, that event is open to the public. It starts at 7 o'clock in Anderson Auditorium. Lucas is going to do a storytelling presentation and talk about some of the documentary he's working on, like Firehouse 5 Plus 2, which is a Disney band made up of animation artists from Disney, so it's really cool. And then also after that, we have this premiere, the Aben case,
Yeah,
right?
apparently.
And then we're going to have a Q&A conversation with Lucas and the students who produced that, or some of them. And then we're going to do a little teaser trailer for the Cobblestone documentary. And then we're going to have a book signing for one of Lucas's book that just was released.
So, you know, we've talked about a few of the different projects that he's going to be involved in while he's here, such as the Cobblestone documentary. Could you go a little more in depth on what exactly you want him to do with the Cobblestone and like with the students in the Cobblestone? Like what exactly are you hoping to get out of his visit?
Yeah, sharing new ideas of how to do an interview, how to get that information from the person who you are trying to persuade into telling a story. You want to go deep into a good interview. I think I'm hoping that he'll work with our students on that so we just don't get the superficial questions. Also, some great visual ideas, because documentary filmmaking takes a lot of creativity on finding content that can fill a 60-minute documentary, a 30-minute documentary, whatever. And in fact, over the course of the years that he's shared some great ideas, and I'm hoping that he's going to do that. And emphasize writing. You can't just grab a camera and go out and shoot. You need to go out with a plan, and you need to have that in a script. You need to have that in an outline. You need to have it written down so you can convey with the team.
Exactly. And you know, you're talking about writing, and you're actually teaching a script writing class right now.
Yes.
And Nathan and I are both in that class, as a matter of fact. So, you know, you're talking about writing. I'd like to think that maybe Nathan and I will have a little bit of practice by the time he gets here.
Interior BV Studios night. I like it.
Exactly. That's
Come on, go. All right.
Well, I know in talking with Nathan, we've had several conversations ourselves about just sort of the joys of storytelling, if you will, through script writing. I know we like to bounce script ideas off of each other.
And then that's the beauty of our digital media program. I got to get that in.
Of course.
Right? It is about storytelling, and it isn't only about video. It isn't only about audio. It isn't only about the printed word. It's everyone collaborating together to tell the story. So we can go to our music production friends and they can score. We can go to our audio people and do some really cool effects. You know, making a podcast like, what's that one? What's the letters? How do you spell it? Z-E-O? Yeah, Zale, that's it. You know, and other cool podcasts that are out there, and along with our show like this one and other productions we do, people collaborating together.
And right now what we're doing in that class is we're working on a TV spec script. We're writing an episode of a TV show. And Nathan, you are writing an episode of The Mandalorian. So you wanna give us the log line, if you will, for what your episode's about?
Oh boy.
Yes, tell us.
So I'm writing The Mandalorian, and it's basically a sequel of what's going on now, because I feel like The Mandalorian is more focused on Baby Yoda or Grogu. Is that his name?
We can just call him Baby Yoda. That's fine.
We'll have to bleep that.
But I'm pretty much going back in time to before the first episode, and it's going to be like kind of a standalone episode of the Mandalorian in his bounty hunter days, when he basically gets he's in the Razor Crest, he crashes into Hoth, and then he has to survive. And the gist is he gets into the rebel base from episode 5, and there's zombies in there, because there's zombie viruses. If you don't know that, there's zombie viruses in Star Wars. But no, I'm not. I'm serious.
These two are the zombies of the world.
Yes.
It all comes back to a zombie.
Man, that's...
I'm sorry, you're being stereotyped.
That's not even what I do all the time.
Oh,
that's
well,
your
you
thing.
know, okay.
We're in class, and you're just like, oh, I bet you're going to have zombies in your story, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you actually having zombies in that
Yes.
story?
Haven't you
See,
read?
he's surprised.
I swear there's a book out there called Death Troopers, and it's about zombies in Star Wars.
Do you think I read books?
Well, you should. You're in college.
Okay.
Those are where the best ideas come from.
Yeah, all right.
True.
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you.
Well,
But be true to your characters.
Yes, yes, of course. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
whatever.
I
It's
just
whatever.
want to get that out.
Well, you've talked briefly about how we're making a documentary for the Cobblestone Ballroom and Inn. So the Cobblestone Ballroom, if you could give it a 1-minute summary, okay? Try to break it down quickly.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? It's about the history and the renovations. So do you want to
Yes.
just give us like a 1-minute intro of that project real quick?
Okay, well, it's about the Cobblestone Ballroom, which is in Storm Lake, Iowa, and it's going to be the history of it. And we're coming across a lot of memories. People have a lot of memories of the cobblestone. And it is strictly made up of cobblestone that was taken from the lake during the 1929, I believe the first one was built. It burned down in 1945. They rebuilt it bigger and better. And unfortunately, back in 1986, it closed. We are tracing that. We are recovering artifacts from the building. It's sort of like a time capsule that they locked the doors and walked away, hoping to come back. And then we're also looking at what they're doing to bring back cobblestone, because it's not just bringing back a building. It's bringing back some inspiration, bringing back hope to the community. And it really has become a beacon in this community over the years. And I remember going to it as a student at BV to the homecoming dance with my then girlfriend wife, and brings back memories. And people always have a memory, and it's amazing when you go in there and see it.
Yeah, and I think that was a pretty good 1-minute little intro to it. I'm sure I know
I
you
could
can
keep
go on
going.
for
Yeah,
forever
yeah.
because you have in the past, but that's okay. So, well, that is all of the time that we have for the East Side specifically. We'd like to thank you here. Thank you for being here, Jerry. I appreciate that. I know you're not really in front of the camera a whole lot, but we have to get you in front of the camera sometimes.
Well,
so.
this was fun. I really look forward to this. It's about as much as going to Walt Disney World.
Okay. Well, we have got some more fun in store here with our guest, Jerry, before we wrap up the show, however. So we've got a game that we're going to play with Jerry when we get back. So don't go anywhere. We are going to be playing games with Jerry right after this short commercial break.
Can you bring this to Eli?
Yes, I sure can. We gotta hurry though. We don't have much time. Hello, Jocelyn. All right. I'm going. Here you go. All right. And 3, 2.
Hello and welcome to BVTV News. I'm Eli Crow.
What happened?
I'm going.
Oh, I guess I'm going now.
Okay, all right.
Oh, hey, Jaden.
How's it going, Steven?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
I'm just really hungry and really want to get to Lawas for lunch. But between all these recaps and other paperwork I have to do, I just don't know if I'm gonna have time for it.
You usually get a steak burrito with everything, right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Here's Jerry!
Where's the SD card? Where is it?
Can't make me talk.
And fade to black.
Good show, guys.
Guys, I forgot to hit record.
Welcome back. We're here once again with the Jerry Johnson. And Jerry, I hear you're quite the Disney fan.
Yeah, I am a Disney geek. I'm very proud of it. Every other year, we take students to a Disney destination, and we've been doing that for 18 years. I've been to Walt Disney World and Disneyland about 30 times, and I think that's a lot. Now, for some really Disneyites, they go, please, that's a drop in the pan.
Yeah.
But I love Disney. I love the original Disney. I love Walt Disney. I love the idea of storytelling.
So
Okay,
are you into
you
like
get the idea.
the newer Disney too, the Pixar?
I watch them. I'll be a part of them, especially now with a grandson. I'm good.
Oh,
with that.
yes,
But
yes, of
I
course.
still like the old-fashioned Disney because I love the history.
Oh, yes.
I love the
Yes,
history
of
of it
course.
and the significance he's made.
So
to our
last
culture.
night at roughly 3 o'clock in the morning, I researched and collected some quotes here that I'm gonna read off to you, and I
I
created a
better turn
game
for
out of
this.
this. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna read you the quotes, and you're gonna answer, and give me the character or the movie. 1
Okay.
point for either one, and then a bonus point if you can get both.
All right, this is where I dive bomb, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So
he goes Disney geek Mike.
I'll,
All right.
I'll be keeping track of the score for you. I'll
yes,
keep
Josh will be keeping
Official
track over there,
scorekeeper.
and we'll see what you do.
Okay.
All right. You
All
ready?
right. I'm ready. Let's see
All
what
right.
happens.
Number 1, in every job that must be done, there's an element of fun.
Mary Poppins.
Yes.
And she was talking to the kids.
And the movie?
Mary Poppins.
All right.
Okay. Okay, this is an easy one.
Want me to sing the song?
No.
Please do not.
Okay.
Okay, this is a day that you will always remember as the day you almost caught Captain blank blank.
Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
The original Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
All right.
Inspired
Perfect score
by
so
the
far.
ride.
So
The
far.
attraction.
Number 3. Aw shucks, Pluto. I can't be mad at you.
Oh, shucks, Pluto. I can't be mad at you. One of Mickey Mouse's shorts, I'm sure.
I was debating if I should say it in that voice, but I thought that'd give it away. But good. Okay. Number 4. To infinity and beyond.
Oh, gosh. Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear.
I think that's a point off.
Well, Woody called him Buzz Lightyear.
I call him Buzz Lightyear. Okay. Movie?
Oh, Toy Story.
Yep.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Pretty sure
4.
all of them.
And soon to be 5, actually.
Soon
That's
to be
true.
5,
That's
yes.
true. Yes, yes.
Number 5. Some people are worth melting for, just maybe not right this second.
I think that would be Olaf.
Yes. I'm surprised you knew that.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, he's got grandkids.
That's the newer ones.
Yes.
Okay.
Want me to sing that song?
Please do
No.
not.
Oh, okay.
No, we're good. All right. What movie?
Frozen.
Frozen.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Number 6. Think happy thoughts.
Peter Pan.
That's a perfect score so far.
Hey.
All right.
Peter Pan's
I
one
got to
of my
get you
favorite
some hard ones. Let's see. This one's too easy.
Those are the best ones.
Most of these are all easy.
Oh, come on. I guess that's what happens when you do it at 3 a.m.
That's true. I wasn't
See,
thinking.
I'm freaking him out. He goes, wow, I gotta.
And you're scared.
Okay, I got one. Kids these days, they just don't get scared like they used to.
Monsters Inc.
What character?
That would be Sully.
No.
That would be Mike.
No.
That would be Boo.
No.
That would be
I
Nathan.
don't think.
He got it wrong.
I think this
He
is-
got it wrong,
this is what
everyone.
he got wrong.
Would that be the
It's the
owner?
boss.
The
It's
big
Mr. Waters.
Yeah,
is his
the
name.
big
Yeah.
one. I don't like him. I can't say his name.
It would let in a child.
All right. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Good job.
This
Oh,
one.
jeez.
This one is 2 characters. So the first character says, "How do you spell love?" The second character says, "You don't spell love. You feel it."
Oh, I have no idea. Sully and Mike. Woody and Buzz Lightyear.
Nope. Nope. I think that's
Lady
scratch.
and the Tramp.
Nope.
But
it's-
they in there they go, which is what they're saying. Didn't you know that?
No, I
Man, I tell you, I get half a point there.
Piglet and Pooh. Was the answer. Okay.
In the original, or one of the newer
Sure.
films?
Sure. The original. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you say, boss man.
Yes. Sure. Okay. This one you might not get. Let's see. Did you ride that thing all the way out here to see me?
Wow, you're knocking me out of the park here.
It's.
Can you give me a
I'll
hint?
give you a hint. It's a movie that was filmed in Iowa.
Field of Dreams is not a
No.
Disney one.
No.
It
It involves a guy in a lawnmower driving.
Oh, the Lawnmower Man.
It's not the name, but
Straight Story.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What character?
The guy who drove the lawnmower.
No.
I don't
his
know.
brother.
You know,
I'm
you know,
not counting that one.
I
Yeah,
never saw that
I
film.
think I kind of gave that one away.
Yeah, you definitely
and
did.
I never saw that film, but I really regret not watching it because it was shot in Lorenz, Iowa, which is just down the street, right? And we were during a break, and we couldn't get any students up there to be PAs. And I always regret it not being more aggressive with that. Like taking you guys, locking you in a car and driving me up there and go, you are doing it, I'm going to do it. Yeah,
Actually,
that brings back some memories.
I actually live next to the town they filmed in, Caledonia.
Yeah?
And they actually have the lawnmower there, and it says the lawnmower from The Straight Story.
Yeah, I tell you, I wish I would. I'm gonna go. Let's go watch that together.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
You know, I'd love to keep this going and learning the history lesson, but I think that's all the time that we have. So in total, Jerry, you got 12 points, which is pretty good. For
what do I win? What do I win?
For about, I believe the final count is for 5 of them. You had the character and the movie, so pretty good. I'd say you've got probably more Disney knowledge than I do, to say the least.
I mean,
so
the time and effort I put into 3 o'clock at night. I mean, I got the whole page.
I think those are pretty good.
Well, that is all of the time that we have for this episode of BVTV Tonight. We'd like to thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this episode. In the next episode, maybe we'll try to have multiple guests rather than just one, and it won't be one of the 2 advisors that is here in Logie. That'll be a little easier for us.
Well, Andrea got in there, and it's my turn. So, and I got to do a shout out to my colleague. Hello, Andrea.
But whether or not we pull off having more than one person is still kind of up in the air. But Jerry, once again, I would like to thank you for being on the show tonight. And I got to say, maybe you do need to brush up on your Disney quotes specifically. I know you've got your, you've got your overall Disney knowledge. But
quotes? I don't need no stinking quotes. No, that's not it either. We got to work on it.
All right. Well, I don't even know how to respond to that. Good thing we're wrapping up the show.
You're swell.
Okay, all right. I guess that's probably the only response you can get. So on that cheery note, thank you all so much once again for watching, and we will see you next time on BVTV Tonight.